las gracias a este Congreso. Al contrario, como inmigrantes, como clase trabajadora, tenemos que seguir unidos y luchar por un Congreso de la gente en resistencia. Hoy no es el último día. Gente, síganse uniendo, sigamos trabajando por un movimiento de migrantes fuerte, unido, que golpee a Trump y al Congreso sus cimientos. ¡Buena suerte! ¿Se puede o no se puede? ¿Se puede o no se puede?
There's just a couple of announcements as we're getting ready. Tito, Chiquitín, Tito, you have a little less, Tito, your dad's waiting for you. Tito, up here, come to the stage, Tito. Brothers and sisters out there, are there any paraprofessionals out there? Any educators out there? The next person, I'm really proud to present the president of my union, the United Educators of San Francisco. If you don't know, that's your teachers, that's your counselors, that's your paraprofessionals, those who keep this system going, those who train the future to fight the way we fight. I'm very proud to present our own president, Lina Blanc, from the United Educators of San Francisco.
¡Feliz Primero de Mayo! I am so honored to be here today with you, representing United Educators of San Francisco. As Frank said, we are paras, we are teachers, we are librarians, we are security guards. We are there to keep your children safe. We are there to teach them the truth about the government, which is trying to children, our students, your students deserve to go to school without wondering whether their mom or dad or brother or sister might not be there when they got home because of ICE. Educators from coast to coast in every city of this country are participating in May 1st protests. Some are organizing at their school sites. Many are out in the streets like you, having found a reason to feel so fired up that they're sick and they couldn't go to work today. Right now, while DeVos is trying to privatize our schools through a massive expansion of vouchers, at a time of privatization and looming cutbacks, UESF is currently fighting for a fair contract for all of our members, which also means resources for important programs at our schools for your students, under the banner of stable, safe, and supportive schools. But how can our students feel safe if their family members live in fear of deportation? If ICE or other law enforcement agencies are allowed on our campuses, can schools be safe? If we as educators allow racial slurs or bullying to occur at our schools, can we call our schools supportive? We are here to make sure that those things do not happen. We are here to make sure that the resistance continues. I'm going to say, we are here to fight with you and for you. Education, not deportation. Education, not deportation. Education, not deportation. Education, not deportation. Okay, I have one little announcement. Next Tuesday, keep on your marching boots and go to 555 Franklin at 4:30. We will be rallying with families, with our labor partners to demand a contract and for the conditions that our students deserve. Let's see you there next Tuesday. Thank you.
All right. ¿Se puede? Can I have my brother, mi hermano Jose Carlos, that has one of the most incredible chants that was used on the caravana? Es bueno para gritar, bueno para pelear y bueno para decir madres. This brother is not just due chance so that we can get ready. Faltan minutos so we can start marching.
Thank you. Are you ready? I can hear you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Se puede. Se puede. When the immigrant family are under attack, what do we do? When the immigrant family are under attack, what do we do? When the immigrant family are under attack, what do we do? Stand up! Stand up! Fight back! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Thank you, compañeros.
Gracias, Jose Carlos. And now I want to introduce to you another one of my brothers on the picket lines, on the strikes, representing workers that have been messed with at the airports, workers that drive buses, that represent school district workers, Teamsters 856. Give it up for Rudy Gonzalez.
I have to speak to all my union brothers and sisters. All too often we think about our own fights, we think about our contracts, we think about our grievances. But look around you and see that the communities that we live in are counting on us to stand up and fight back. To stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. We can look to our history, union brothers and sisters, and see that we are not removed from our communities. We are part of our communities. The attack on immigrants is not new. And immigrant workers standing up together collectively to fight the bosses is not new. Maybe where we came from is different and the technology we're up against is different, but the fight is still the same. It's still a fight for workers and immigrants against the bosses and the capitalists. And what are we going to do? We're going to stand up? We're going to stand up? In 1910, it was Jewish and Italian immigrant women in the Garment Workers Union, and they stood up and they fought back. And today we know it's our brothers and sisters in the Muslim community, the Latino community, in the Asian community that are under attack. We need to stand with them shoulder to shoulder. Stand up. And if we do that, they will see that labor is still alive. We are still relevant and we are still a voice for working families, the most vulnerable in our society, those who are afraid and who are retaliated against for speaking up. We must stand with them and stand up. Stand up. So today is a day of celebration, but it's also a day of resistance. We can't afford to rest on our laurels, labor. We have to stand up. So let's do it today. We'll do it with the janitors. We'll do it with the teachers. We'll do it with the Chinese Progressive Association. We'll do it with SCIU. We'll do it with La Migrante. We'll do it with all of you. We're going to stand up together. We're going to stand up. Stand up. We're with you.
So, at a moment right now, the kind of week I had last week, I want to tell you I don't bullshit. I tell people how I'm feeling, and if I'm mad, you know it. There's people who are passive and those that are aggressive. You know that when I'm in front of you, which one I will be. So, I'm really proud that on the Board of Supervisors, there's more women in this past election that got into office than probably 20 or 30 years ago, that there's been so many sisters at the table. So with that, I always tell everybody, just because I'm brown, just because we're Asian, or just because we're black, don't put me in a box just because we're fighting back, okay? Women are fighting back and we're standing up for immigrant families, but these sisters are changing policy at City Hall. We call on them to unite as a Board of Supervisors and deliver to resolve crisis that San Francisco is facing. With that, I want to ask these three incredibly young and strong sisters, our supervisor in District 6, Jane Kim, Katie Tang in District 4, and Hillary Ronan in District 9.
여러분들 안녕하세요. 大家好. Feliz Primero de Mayo! have the honor of representing the city and county, and I'm a daughter of immigrants. My entire legislative team are daughters of immigrants. So we stand in solidarity with May Day today. Our office is closed. Today is a day without immigrants. Whether it is the food on your table, whether it is the government services that are provided to you, or the laws that are made here in the city and county, immigrants work on it. But today, I wanted to take the time out to thank two people that have made such an impact on my life. They are my parents, and they are immigrants. And my parents taught me what it means to build this city, to build this country, and to work hard. And when I negotiate for one additional unit of affordable housing, I think of how hard my mom negotiated for everything that she bought for our household every single day. And she taught me to never be embarrassed to ask for more. She taught me never to be embarrassed to ask to pay less so that she could take care of her family. And when I worked with many of you here, our workers here today, to fight for $1 additional every single year to raise our minimum wage so that San Francisco would be the first city in the country where every worker would make $15 an hour by 2018. I learned from my mother to negotiate hard and make sure that every dollar matters. So to all of our immigrant communities from Asia, from Latin America, from Europe, from Africa, we have worked to build this country together, and we stand up in solidarity. The work does not end today, just as the work did not begin with Trump. We have always need to stand up for all of our communities and our immigrant communities, and this work will continue on after tomorrow. Thank you for everyone for being here.
Thank you, Supervisor Kim, and of course everyone who is here organizing and taking the day off to march with us. My entire office is also here, and we're so proud and honored to join all of you. Like Supervisor Kim said, I am also the daughter of immigrant parents and so proud to be in this country. We are what makes America great, not the person occupying the White House. It's all of you. You all look beautiful today and every single day. So really today is about thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, every single one of you for what you do every single day, not just today as we're marching. So I look forward to continuing this amazing work with everyone so that we can all have a place here. We all feel valued and respected, and that we all have our civil and human rights respected. So thank you all for being here. I look forward to marching with you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hillary Roden. I represent the Mission District, Bernal Heights, and the Portola. I too am a daughter of an immigrant. My father was born in Palestine, and he immigrated to the United States from Israel. Every single member of my office is either an immigrant or a daughter of immigrant from China, Venezuela, and we are proud to have shut down our office today like we are shutting down San Francisco to say what is happening in this country is not business as usual. It is not okay. It is not right. We value the contribution that immigrants make in every sector of our society every single day. We love you. We are with you. We will not take one step backwards in our fight for just humane immigration reform. Let's get to the streets. Let's fight hard, and let's win.
Thank you so much for that. So as we're starting to get ready, we're wrapping up some of the speeches. Rafael, security, if you can go up front and check the sound truck up towards the front on Market Street, allow them to come in. Rafael from security up to the front. And also, if you have little ones, the children, the youth, that we hear there are high schools out here. Any high school students? If you can start with the youth, because we want first the danzantes to be right behind the main truck, the sound truck. After that, we're going to want the youth, the children, our future, to go right behind them. So if you have little ones, make sure that you start making your way. Just let the little ones go up towards the front. Start getting your banners out.
Do you know where they're going? Civic Center?
Can we have Sister Guillermina Castellanos from la colectiva de mujeres and la compañera from MUA, Mujeres Unidas y Activas? Aquí están porque las vi temprano. I know you're here. We need you to start coming up to the stage. Tom Lacey, brothers and sisters from the Peace and Freedom Party. They keep it real, they keep it real, and they keep it real. Tom Lacey.
Thank you, Olga. Isn't this a great day? As chair of San Francisco Peace and Freedom Party, the only explicitly socialist feminist party with ballot status in California, may I direct your attention to the fact that we first attained ballot status in 1967. What does that mean? That means we will be celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. The Peace and Freedom Party founders saw clearly that the anti-war and the civil rights movements were building enormous force at that time, while the Republican or Democratic Party refused to recognize it. We did. As the Trump administration continues to criminalize immigrants and refugees, it's important for us to remember that this administration is building on what was done under previous administrations. Trump's wall only finishes the wall that was already started. We know that refugees, whether from Mexico, Central America, South America, Syria, or Yemen, are in many cases fleeing oppressive systems in their home country. They are seeking refuge from the effects of U.S. foreign policy. Here we are in the 21st century, and we're looking at the state of California, which was admitted as the 31st state to the Union in 1850. The U.S. government stole California from the Mexicanos. They have been using the Trump philosophy ever since. We won, you lost, get used to it. Telling people where they have to work and live is done by force of law by the ruling elite. There is no moral authority to this edict. The imposition of NAFTA, which Trump promised he would dismantle during his campaign, appears to remain more or less intact during his presidency. The Peace and Freedom Party has and continues to demand the repeal of NAFTA, CAFTA, and all other so-called free trade agreements. International trade agreements must protect jobs, wages, working conditions, and the environment worldwide. We further demand an end to workplace raids and deportation of immigrants and refugees, and demand that civil rights and human rights are for all. Thank you.
For all of our local unions, some of our unions are signing in our members here. For Local 87 members, para los miembros del Local 87 nos estamos apuntando a asistencia, va a ser en el Palacio Municipal. So, cada unión está apuntando a su membresía, a su contingencia. Every union is signing their members in. For Local 87, we're signing up at City Hall. Brothers and sisters, I want to be able to make sure that there will be people who are set up to just provoke our march. Van a haber gente que van a tratar de provocarnos. I ask that you not bite into that hook, que no acepten esa invitación. This is a non-violent march. It's about our families. We want to make sure everyone is safe, that gets to go home and celebrate that we were able to march together. We have brothers and sisters from CPA, from the Chinese Progressive Association. Their speaker is not up here, and Terrence Ballin from the Filipino Community Center that we're still waiting for him to come up here. With that, we're going to start preparing for the flag that has many countries on it, that's reflective of San Francisco and the great contributions of immigrants. My brother Roberto Hernandez is going to be opening that up. We welcome volunteers who would like to hold this flag down Market Street. Queremos invitar a aquellos que no vinieron con pancartas y consignas. Los invitamos a que nos acompañen a cargar esta gran bandera que representa todos los países, que representa San Francisco. Levántalo, let's pick it up. So the world can see it, para que el mundo la pueda mirar. Aquellos que no vinieron con grupos, que vinieron como familias, les damos la bienvenida, que ayuden a detener esta bandera. Let's rise up Make sure moms, dads, please be sure to hold on tight to your kids. We have no babysitters that were hired for you. If you brought 2 kids, don't go home with one only, please. Okay? Si vinieron con 3 niños, no se vayan a la casa con 2. Llévense a todos los niños que se trajeron. We also want to ask every one of you, this is our home, this is our city. We want to leave it the way we found it. So please pick up your trash. I understand you're being given a lot of different flyers. Please pick it up, and if you're gonna throw it away, then don't take it from that brother or that sister. Say on to the next one. If you see trash on the floor, please pick it up. This is our great city. Si ven basura en el piso, por favor, recójanla. Es nuestra ciudad. Hay que dejar nuestra madre tierra el modo que la encontramos. Nos vamos a comenzar a asignar. Y muchísimas gracias y hay que tener un bonito evento. ¡Que viva el movimiento!
Presentando antes de irnos, mientras que nos vamos, Berta Hernández de la coalición 1 de Mayo. Saludos, Berta. Comenzando, ella es lo que nos va a lanzar aquí a esta marcha.
Es ya un hecho histórico que hace 11 años el Día Internacional de los Trabajadores en los Estados Unidos fuera recuperada por la movilización y la lucha de los trabajadores inmigrantes. Y después de 11 años de lucha, nos enfrentamos a un presidente que clara y abiertamente nos hace responsables de los males de la nación y nos llama parásitos y criminales.
It is already a well-known historical fact that 11 years ago, International Workers' Day was revived and reclaimed thanks to the struggle and mobilizing of the immigrant workers. And after 11 years of struggle, we are face to face with a president who openly blames us for all the ills of the nation and calls us parasites and criminals.
No hay duda que las persecuciones y los ataques en nuestra contra se han intensificado y subido de tono desde el nuevo presidente asumiera su cargo en enero de este año. Pero tampoco estamos viviendo algo enteramente nuevo.
There is no doubt that the persecution and attacks against us have intensified since the new president came to power in January of this year. But this is not something completely new to us.
30 años atrás fue aprobada la ley Simpson-Rodino que otorgaría una regularización migratoria a más de 1 millón de personas, pero que sentaría las bases de nuestra condición actual, haciendo un delito el trabajar sin los papeles. Poco después, la administración de Bill Clinton cortaría drásticamente los beneficios públicos de los inmigrantes documentados, quedando en desigualdad de condiciones con aquellos con ciudadanía. También bajo Clinton se agudizó la ofensiva de criminalización de las comunidades de color.
30 years ago, the Simpson-Rodino bill passed, which gave more than 1 million people legal immigration status, but which also created the foundation for our present situation, making it a crime to work without papers. A while later, the Bill Clinton administration would drastically cut the public benefits to immigrants with papers, further exacerbating the inequality between citizens and non-citizens.
Tanto demócratas como republicanos, en respuesta a los eventos del 11 de septiembre, aprobarían Acta Patriota 1 y 2, que nos quitarían derechos constitucionales en aras de la seguridad nacional, y para rematar, la administración de Obama llegaría a números récord de deportaciones.
Also, the Clinton administration carried out a higher intensity offensive in its criminalization of communities of color. And Democrats, as well as Republicans, as a response to 9/11, approved Patriot Acts 1 and 2, which eliminated many constitutional rights in the name of national security. And worse still, the Obama administration reached record levels in the number of deportations.
Hoy marchamos contra Trump y sus políticas racistas, pero no solo contra él. También marchamos en contra de 30 años de abusos y persecución. Marchamos por papeles para todos y por plenos derechos. Marchamos por una verdadera ciudad santuario en donde la migra no pueda llevarse a nadie, en donde no haya redadas silenciosas masivas ni redadas tradicionales y violentas.
Today we march against Trump and his racist policies, but not only against him, we also march against 30 years of abuse and persecution. We march for papers for all and full rights. We march for a true sanctuary city where ICE could not apprehend anyone when there are neither any silent nor traditionally violent raids.
Hoy marchamos por una ciudad santuario en donde la colaboración de la policía y la migra, aún de cortesía, como actualmente sucede en esta ciudad, sea absolutamente inaceptable. Luchamos por una ciudad santuario verdadera, en donde todos tengamos derecho al trabajo digno y a servicios sociales, en donde todos tengamos derecho a la salud, a la educación superior y al voto. Luchamos por una ciudad y un estado santuario que no diferencia entre sus habitantes, sobre quién merece o no merece estar aquí, sobre quién es elegible o no, sobre quién puede ser violentado y quién no.
Today, we march for a sanctuary city where this collaboration between police and ICE, even as a courtesy, which is what presently is happening in the city, would be totally unacceptable. We fight for a true sanctuary city, where we all have a right to a decent job and social services, where we all have rights to health care, to higher education, and to the right to vote. We fight for a sanctuary city and state, where no differences exist between its inhabitants about who deserves to be here or not, about who or not is eligible, over who can be treated violently or not. We fight for the elimination of the databases and special indicators on the DMV licenses that can identify a driver as undocumented.
Luchamos hoy día para que nuestros representantes electos, los supervisores y el alcalde de la ciudad de San Francisco, los sindicatos, las iglesias, las organizaciones comunitarias, los organismos de defensa de derechos humanos locales, nacionales e internacionales, encabecen la lucha por un país santuario en donde exista justicia e igualdad verdadera para todos.
We fight today so that our elected representatives, the supervisors and mayor of the city of San Francisco, the unions, the churches, the community organizations, and the local, national, and international human rights organizations head the fight for a sanctuary country where justice and equality exist for everyone.
Este día la coalición 1 de Mayo de San Francisco se solidariza con los trabajadores en lucha, con todas las comunidades inmigrantes, la comunidad musulmana, la comunidad LGBTQ, con las mujeres, con la comunidad negra y todos aquellos bajo ataque.
Today, the May 1st Coalition of San Francisco stands in solidarity with all of the working people in struggle, with all of the immigrant communities, with the Muslim communities, with the LGBTQ communities, with women, with the African American community, and all who are under attack.
Este día la coalición 1 de Mayo de San Francisco se declara en solidaridad con la lucha de los trabajadores del mundo, en contra de la guerra y en contra de la intervención norteamericana en cualquier rincón del mundo. Y hace un llamado a todos los aquí presentes, listos para marchar, que se están aglutinando en la calle Márquez en este momento, a no desbandarse, a seguir despiertos y activos, porque solo nuestra continua participación y lucha hará posible el éxito de nuestras demandas.
Today, the May 1st Coalition of San Francisco stands in solidarity with the workers of the world against the war and against U.S. intervention in every corner of the world. We make a call to all who are present here today and to all the organizations and people who are gathering now in Market Street to not demobilize, but rather to continue to stay awake and active. Only our continued participation and struggle will bring about success for our demands.
No one, no van, aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
No war, no ban, we are here and we won't leave.
Plenos derechos para los inmigrantes. Arriba los trabajadores, arriba el 1 de mayo.
Full rights to immigrants, long live worker unity, long live May 1st.
Aquí estamos y no nos vamos. Aquí estamos y no nos vamos. Aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the workers, cause the power of the workers don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop.
Algunos dijeron que hasta arriesgando sus propios empleos.
Révolution.
From San Francisco. I'm a native of this fine city, and I teach choir over at Presidio and Washington High School. I'd like to say hello to all my union brothers and sisters out there, and over there in blue, my union brothers over there in their policemen's union. Let's not forget, we're all in the same boat together. At the end of the day, we gotta connect. We gotta connect with one another instead of being against one another. So this is a song that everybody knows the first verse. I'm gonna sing a few more verses for it. And if you know those verses, I encourage you to sing along, because that's what a sing-along is all about. If I could get a little bit more volume on this guitar, that'd be great. Can you hear that? This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me the endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of the deserts, and all around me a voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining and the wind's strolling and the wheat fields waving and the gust clouds rolling and the fog was lifting, a voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking, I saw a sign there, and the sign said, no trespassing. But on the other side, it didn't say nothing. You know that side was made for you and me. In the shadow of the steeple, all my people. And as they stood there, I heard them asking, is this land made for you and me? This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was, again a little louder. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. All right, great sing along, you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, our first speaker of today's closing out rally is the president of the California Teachers Association, Eric Hines. Please let's have a big round of applause for Eric.
San Diego, in Modesto, in Fresno, up north, farther south, educators, teachers, working families, children marched for public schools. And why did we march? Because we resist. We resist because we promise to make our schools a safe, inclusive place for all students. Not just white students, not just rich students, but all students. We resist because we resist the Trump agenda and make sure that our schools remain learning centers and are not turned into profit centers. We resist because we stand together with our labor brothers and sisters and our immigrant families in California. We resist because this is San Francisco, and San Francisco is not a stranger to resistance. Because we know that they don't have the power, we have the power. Who's got the power? Who's got the power? Who's got the power? The people got the power. Thank you very much.
In 1994, when I became a teacher, we had a proposition here in California called Prop 187 that was to attack our immigrant students. It galvanized me to say, no, this is not going to happen. It's not going to happen to my students. It's not going to happen in this state. It's just not going to happen. When I pledged that I would teach every child who came into my classroom, and irregardless of their immigration status. Since then, we've had other propositions that have come on the books around immigration and our immigrant students. And every year, or every time this comes up, we have to say no. Mission High School this year has done its own pledge of resistance. We are going to resist these attacks. We're going to resist these attacks on our Muslim students. We're going to resist the attacks on our LGBTQ students. We're going to resist the attacks on women. Everything that Trump has stood for, we are going to resist. And we are signing a pledge of resistance at Mission High School as we speak. Every school in this district should do the same. Every school in this district, I know, pledges that they are going to teach every child that comes to us. Every child deserves an education.
Right.
Now, in regards to this, at Mission High School, we are doing an event on May 13th, and I have a number of flyers here I would like to give you in regards to what it means to build sanctuary in all our schools. So Mission High School is going to do something around building sanctuary at our school. So I have flyers, and I welcome all of you if you'd like to come. All you have to do is RSVP me, and my information is on here, and I would love to see so many of you who know that this is an attack on our communities and that we are going to resist it. So please, again, if you are interested in this, please just find me. I will give you these. Now, I'd like to quote an amazing educator in my mind, Paulo Freire,
when he says, "I cannot be a teacher without exposing who I am." This is who we are. We stand up, we speak out, and we educate our children, our students, what it means to resist. Thank you very much.
Before I introduce the next speaker, I want to say I am very, very happy to see a number of experienced militant trade union activists out here. Raise your hand if you walk the line in 79! Woo! Okay. All right. These people paved the way for our generation and the generation that's younger than me to be able to stand up as unionists, as educators, and fight for the kind of schools that our kids deserve. And now raise your hand if you're under 40. If you're a teacher and under 40, raise your hand. Woo! Okay, you guys got to get together and learn from each other. They got the energy, you got the experience. You got the experience too. Okay, and now, the voice of youth, I'm happy to introduce you to Chanam Ong, who's the student, he's the PR person from the Student Advisory Council of SFUSD.
Hi guys, I'm Chanam Ong, I'm a junior at Academy High School. And I'm actually an alumni from Presidio. So, just starting. I was really glad to see you all here. And I'm part of the Student Advisory Council. We are a body of students from across the SFUSD elected as representatives, and we represent the 15,000 SFUSD high school students. And I'm so grateful to be elected as the public relations officer for that group. And I'm here today because it's a special day. It's a special day because 1 in 3 SFUSD students has an immigrant parent. The majority of SFUSD students have families, relatives that work daily. And as part of the SFUSD, we can't let those students go unheard. And with the SAC, we have proposed the undocumented, unafraid, and united student resolution. This resolution seems like 3 U's, and that's all. Thank you. And what it actually is a fight for students that are undocumented, a fight for their rights, a fight so that students that are undocumented do not have to overturn their documents to their teachers. It's a fight so that students that are suspected of being undocumented are not faced with discrimination in the classroom. And it's really a fight so that we can embrace them as a part of our community within the school district. So far, this looks to be on track for a unanimous yes from our Board of Education this year.
Yes, sir. I love it.
As a student, I'm beyond thankful to be a part of San Francisco, to live in a city with such diversity, and to be exposed to people of different ethnicities, genders, socioeconomic backgrounds. Being a part of this is inspiring. And I'm part of the SAC this year. I'm fighting for this resolution because I want the only documents that matter in our schools to be the documents, the assignments that we turn in every morning when the clock strikes 8. And as a student, I've seen things, and I know that the color of the hands that hold a book, whether they're black or white or brown or yellow, the color of those hands doesn't matter, because knowledge is something that we all fight for as a part of our education system, and I couldn't be more proud to help you guys fight for it as a student.
Okay, our next speaker is Mark Sanchez, re-elected school board member. He served on the school board two terms several years ago, and we're really happy to have him back as a voice for the resources that our students need, the salaries that educators need to be able to stay on in this city, and a voice for social justice in our schools, in our city. Here's Mark Sanchez.
Hello, everybody. I just want to say a couple things. One, I love UESF, our teachers and our paraprofessionals. Today we had over 400 teachers not at school today and protesting, resisting Donald Trump. The school I just left, Cleveland Elementary School, as the principal today, 215 of our students did not show up in protest in resistance to what's happening in our government. So I'm extremely proud of all the schools, all the paraprofessionals, the teachers, and our community for standing up and being proud and telling everybody that immigrants are a part of our society. They're the backbone of our society, and we will not be cowed and afraid of our government. So our Board of Education, led by our president, Shaman Walton, authored a resolution in support of today last week. It passed unanimously. The entire Board of Education passed it because we support our communities. I want to thank you for all the work you're doing in support and resistance to this president and the ridiculousness that's going on in our country right now. Thank you very much.
Before we have our last speaker, let's have a chant of education, not deportation, because that's like the essence of what we're here about today. Education, not deportation. Education, not deportation. Education, not deportation. Education, not deportation. Okay. So I am very honored and pleased to bring up Susan Solomon, Executive Vice President of United Educators of San Francisco, and activist through and through. And here she is to tell you about what we're about.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Great to see you all out here today. I was just thinking about one of the buzzwords that's out there right now is intersectionality. So I've been trying to figure out what that means. I'm working on it. But one of the things that occurred to me is how important the link between the struggle for unions, for labor, for public education and immigration are. Putting those all together. So important. So in the city of San Francisco, I grew up here. I always heard that San Francisco is a union town, and we're trying to hold on to that. But back in the 1890s and turn of the century, we weren't so nice in our labor family to immigrants. It was fine for Chinese immigrants to come and build the railroads, but when it was time to start our unions, they were excluded. The same thing was true of Japanese farm workers. When it came to organize, Japanese workers were excluded from unions. So it's good, we should be proud to know that we are now working together. Immigrants' rights, our educator rights, our women's rights, our Muslims' rights. We are all in this together, and it's good to see all of us here together as educators.
But yeah,
so
I'd like to.
As you know, we are in the middle of contract negotiations, and in the midst of some despair around Trump and DeVos, and trying to tear down everything we've worked so hard to build, we fight together alongside each other for a fair contract, a contract that will keep our educators here in San Francisco. We're fighting for affordability and housing, so that we can keep our students and their families here in San Francisco. We cannot afford to lose the city that we love. So before we go on to the last song of the day, we have another chant, because we have some awesome drummers who will help us help us along.
What about after?
So let's go with this. When education is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When education is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When teachers are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When paraprofessionals are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When students are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. When education is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. And now, a closing song from Anna Carney. Thanks, everyone.
So before Anna comes...
That would be good. But it must be like,
I know, stop.
probably. Yeah.
So, the song that I was going to sing is actually a song about religion. When you really listen to the song, so it's not really apropos. Although the lyrics go stand up for your rights, that's apropos. But the rest of the lyrics I don't know too well.
I can't. All right, then I'll just sing one of my own. I can't help you. I'm not getting any volunteers here. Now I remember what I like. All right, now, so I'm just going to be brazen and sing one of my own songs. So this song is appropriate for the day. It's called Beautiful Day. And it really was, I wrote it about people who have jobs that lose them for various and sundry reasons, meaning outsourcing or just getting downsized. So it kind of, it's all about the social justice of being in the United States, being cared for by getting a good job and having the types of coverages that you need, and not feeling fear about who you are or what you are, and just being able to do your darn job, right? So I think we can all relate to that. And yeah, so it's called Beautiful Day.
Security
Here it is.
officers in the background.
Hold on, I have to figure out how it goes. It's a beautiful day in Hollywood. It's a beautiful day in Memphis. It's a beautiful day. Every day. She's going to the mall with her wallet in her hand. Gonna buy something pretty, just 'cause she knows she can. And she knows she's free in this land of opportunity. Free to choose between the red, the white, and the blue sweater. Crafted by the hand of someone in a faraway land. 10 cents a day has gotta be some hard-earned pay. But she doesn't care, 'cause she just wants something pretty to wear. It's a beautiful day every day in Denver, Tampa Bay. Going home to her old man, he got a letter in his hand. We're giving your job away to someone in a faraway land. And he knows he is free in this land of opportunity. But minimum pay is just too much to wage. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Every day. Now if you close your eyes, it's nothing but clear blue skies with angels above displaying their love in perfect formation. It's like a vacation. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Every day, oh, it's a beautiful day.
Thank you so much, and blessings to all.
Thank you all for helping us finish up the day on such a beautiful note with music and dance and hopes and aspirations for our students, our teachers, our paraprofessionals, and our city. Here's Frank to say the last few words.
I'm barely standing. All the organizers are barely standing. We thank you so much. If you haven't signed the pledge, please come and sign the pledge. Familia, si no han firmado aquí nuestra declaración política, come and sign the pledge. We have markers right here. It's important. Again, the union has stood strong. United Educators of San Francisco have stood strong in demanding justice for families. So please come and sign. Stay in the street, sisters and brothers. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your efforts. Now we go back to the class and re-inspire our kids to continue fighting. Thank you.